Hi, welcome to my live. Please give me your name and where you are watching me from. And if you're a member of AM family, let me know. Please give me your name and where you are watching me from. And if you're a member of AM family. Hi, Anastasia. Hello, dear. Priscilla. Wow. Priscilla, hi. Welcome to my live. Anastasia, hi. Welcome. YB, I can see 4, but only 2 have commented. Please tell me, type in the comment section your name and where you are watching me from if you can. Welcome to my live. First time we are doing live on YouTube. Claudia, hello dear. Oh wow. Wow. AM family, I miss you. Like I miss you guys for the past 2-3 days that we haven't been able to. Hello Vic, welcome to my live. I welcome you to my live. This is the first time we are doing a YouTube video. We just want to try it because hello Priscilla, welcome. I miss, like you guys, I miss you so much for some time now. You like my eyes. Okay, thank you. Hello Bright, thank you so much. Thank you for joining my live. Today we just want to share something. We want to learn and then see if YouTube live will be good for us. Then from time to time, maybe once a week we can. Yes, Vic, please, I'm married. I am married. Thank you. Bright, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining my live. Anastasia, welcome. We have 7 people on the live now. This is the first time we are trying a live on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel because on my channel we learn a lot. If this is the first time you are watching me, I'm Akua Nyameyie and this is my YouTube channel. I'm a relationship coach. I'm a relationship expert and a life coach. Hello, I'm Animua Boateng. Hi. Oh, you guys, I'm so glad you are here with me. We want to learn something today. We want to learn, maybe we'll be about 30 minutes, 45 minutes on the live and then we'll go. Since tomorrow, most of us will be going to church. But if you are now joining me, please, and if you can hear me clearly and see the video clearly and the network is not bad, please give me yes. Just type yes for me to know that I am not talking into the air and that you can hear me and then you can see me. And then since some of my followers are also not Ghanaians, we are going to use the English language more. But I might feel seeing the tree. All right, okay, that's okay. That's okay. Because for some time now, Ghana data network has been some way. But then if you can hear me, that's okay. Please share the live too. Oh, that's okay. Priscilla, hi, thank you. Let's share the live and then get more members on the live. Because what we are going to learn today is very great and I'm sure that it's going to help you. Today I want to talk about something that I have titled, You Can't Pray Him into Loving You. You cannot pray him into loving you. And this, wow, that's okay. Josephine, hi, thank you so much. I can see you, but it's black and white effect. Yes, I've made it black and white, but if you can see me, I think that is okay. Or you prefer colored. I've intentionally decided to make it black and white. Yes, let's keep it that way. The most important thing is you can see and you can hear. So let's keep it that way. Okay, if that is not a problem for you, please let's keep it that way. So I'm going to talk about something that I have titled, You Cannot Pray Him into Loving You. And I am, all right, Amma, hello, thank you. I miss you. Hey, family members, I miss you. There have been many instances where some ladies, most ladies who go like, I like this guy, he doesn't love me, or you are even in a relationship with a guy and everything is showing that it's not working. And then you decided that I will pray. So you decided to pray and fast and, in fact, do everything in your possible best for him to love you. And that is what I want us to learn today. We are going to look at something from Genesis chapter 29. It's a story that I think most of us have heard it, but I just want us to look at a few points in it and then try if you can learn lessons from it. So this is a story about Jacob, Rahel, and Leah. And as most of us have heard and have read the story, Jacob wanted to marry Rahel, and then Rahel's father, who is Laban, agreed. So Jacob was staying with Laban, and then Laban asked Jacob, "You've worked for me for some time now. What is the amount of money that you want me to pay you with?" And then Jacob said, "I want to marry your daughter Rahel." And then Laban said, "Okay, that is perfect. If you want to marry her, then you'd have to work for 7 years before you can marry her." Let's learn a lesson from this part before I go on. When a man loves you, and then you are doing your part, like you are doing your best, and then he sees that you are worthy of him spending and committing to you, spending the rest of his time, his life with you and committing to you, this man will do everything in his possible best. Listen, this man will do everything in his possible best to keep you. That is if you yourself, you are ready. It's not about if you tell him, "I'm not ready, I don't want to," but if he sees that you are ready and you want him and you are worth it, this man will do everything in his possible best to get you. So, Naneka, Mariam, hi, welcome. So, Jacob was ready to work for 7 good years for the woman he loved. After he worked for 7 years, on the night that he was supposed to have his wedded wife, Laban, who is his father-in-law, decided to send Leah, who is the elder sister of Rahel, to Jacob. And when Jacob asked the following day, he said that in our tradition, the elder sister, the younger sister is not supposed to marry before the elder sister. So if Laban knew that that was the tradition, why didn't he tell Jacob right from the start? So to me, Laban deceived him into marrying his daughter Leah. That is why I made a video earlier on today that do not expect people to always behave as you would. Right from the start, right from the Bible, people disappointed people. And so when some of these things happen, you go like, "Oh, this is not fair. This is not fair." Yes, I get you, I understand you. Life itself is not fair. So now Laban presented to Jacob that you can still, there's still a chance of you getting married to Rahel, but then you would have to work another 7 years so you could get it. I want to draw our minds to something, but I just want to start so that we get the story. And Jacob said, "That's okay, I am ready to work." So he worked for another 7 years, making 14 years to marry Rahel. And I'm saying it again, that when a man loves you, he's ready to do everything in his possible best to be able to get you for himself. Now, Jacob has married these 2 women, and then Rahel is not able to conceive, to have a child. I want us to read something from Genesis chapter 21, verse 31. Okay, so Genesis chapter 21, verse 31 says, when the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, so it means that even though Jacob married Leah, he didn't love her. And even God saw that Jacob didn't love Leah. Now, when there are many instances that people go like, "If you didn't love me, why did you marry me?" There are many instances that people have married people because she got pregnant for me, because she was available, because... Let me tell you a story I just heard yesterday. This lady, A and family, we are going to... This is a case we should have tackled on the page. I'm just going to give you a gist, and then we'll get into the deep of it maybe on Monday if the network enables us. This guy said that he wanted a job, and then people around told him that the job, as for this job, before they give the job to you, you would have to be matured in the sense that you have to get married. And so this guy decided to go to his baby mama, the only princess in her family, to go to his baby mama and tell him that and tell her that I want to marry you. Knowing that he doesn't want to marry her, aside the fact that he wanted to be married so he could secure the job. In a situation like this, the lady, Fanny Form, hi, welcome. The lady didn't know that the guy is marrying her because he wanted to seem matured and secure the job. Let me pause here. Please, if you are following me, just give me a yes. I just want to, if you are following me, just give me a yes. Okay, since Vera has said thanks, Auntie, I am sure that you guys are following me. And then this guy married her. So Jacob married Leah, but didn't love her because of what the father did. Now, when the Lord, Genesis chapter 21, verse 31, when the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, he enabled her to have children, but Rahel could not conceive. Listen to something. When God saw that, hey, family, you people cry, you are here. When God saw that Leah was unloved, God enabled Leah to have a child. Listen, so Leah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Reuben, for she said, the Lord has noticed my misery, and now my husband will love me. So at the back of Leah's mind, the fact that she has a child now, the fact that she has a son now, Jacob can love her because she has a son. And there were lots of ladies who think that getting pregnant for a man, giving birth for a man, means or can also mean that he will love me or he will marry me. Then, verse 32, she said, she soon became pregnant again and gave birth to another son. She named him Simon, for she said, the Lord heard that I was unloved and has given me another son. So it means that even after she had the first child, she was still unloved. Claudia, thank you. Even after Leah had the first child, which she named him Reuben, thinking that my husband can love me now, she was still unloved. That is why I said you cannot pray a man into loving you. You cannot use pregnancy and children to make a man love you. Good case scenario, best case scenario, he will love his kids. Let's continue. Then she became pregnant again, that is for the third time, and gave birth to another son. She named him Levi, for she said, surely this time my husband will feel affection for me, since I have given him 3 sons. So after a first child, after a first son, my husband didn't love me. Then after second son, he didn't love me. Then after a third son, he still didn't love me. Let's continue. So now we are at baby number 3, right? Okay. So baby number 3, she said that now my husband will have affection for me. So if you're a guy on this platform, know that affection to women, love is affection. Affection, women really, really, really prioritize affection. Men also prioritize attraction. So if you want to look at A to Z of love, A for women is affection. Hi, Sakina Bravo, thank you. Victoria, hi, welcome to my live. A to women is affection. A to men is attraction. After third child, she still doesn't have love. Let's continue. Okay, so let me jump to there's a place she had a 4th child. Okay, let me jump to where she had the fifth child. That is Genesis 29, verse 19. She said, then Leah became pregnant again. Okay, no, let me start with verse 17. Then Leah became pregnant again. She became pregnant again and gave birth to a fifth son for Jacob. She named him Issachar, for she said, God has rewarded me for giving my servant to my husband as a wife. Note, after she had the fourth child, she realized that Rahel was not having kids. Rahel gave her servant to Jacob to have a child with her. So Leah also decided that if my rival has given her servant to my husband to have a child with her, let me also give my servant to my husband. That is why most of the times we want to, as much as possible, discourage polygamy. Because the fact that you are married to these women were still giving their children, their maid servants to Jacob to have kids with. So later Leah had a fifth child, and so verse 19, then Leah became pregnant again and gave birth to a sixth son. She named him Zebulun, for she said, God has given me a good reward. Now my husband will treat me with respect, for I have given him 6 sons. This woman wanted love. This woman wanted affection. This woman wanted respect. And after giving 6 kids, 6 sons to Jacob, she didn't have any of these things. My dear ladies, if you see clearly that a man doesn't love you, don't push it. If he shows you the sign of who he is, please believe him for who he is. And don't try to see him for what you want him to be. You can do the prayers, you can do the fasting, you can do the tithing, you can sow the seeds and do all the aquantry. Yes, Jacob from day one loved Rahel. Jacob from day one loved Rahel. And he felt that his father-in-law pushed Leah to him. I don't know whether at that time Leah had a voice. I don't know whether she could also say that, Daddy, no, this one I don't agree with you. I don't think I can marry this one because this man doesn't want to marry me. But she also went along with it because she also wanted to be married. Now, women, I always say that when God created us, the first thing he handed over to us was marriage, was relationship. He just held her hand, and then Adam said, this is the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. She shall be called. Rahel gave birth. Later, Rahel gave birth. Verse 22, soon after Rahel, okay, so let's start with verse 22. Then God remembered Rahel's plight and answered her prayers by enabling her to have children. She became pregnant and gave birth to her son. God has removed my disgrace, she said, and she named him Joseph. So Rahel's son is Joseph, for she said, may the Lord add yet another son to my family. Rahel gave birth to Joseph. And let's look at how Joseph's descendants were spoken about in the Bible. But we never heard, well, I haven't read of anywhere aside Genesis that Leah's sons were mentioned. Now, in case you come and listen. So, my point is that when you see the signs, when you see clearly that this man doesn't want to be with me, I know that sometimes it hurts, especially when you know that you've put in everything that you are supposed to, especially when you know that you have the looks and you have the character from within, outside, everything. And so this man says, you are not the one I love. The last time we were solving a case on the page, and this lady has been with this guy for 3 years, and the guy called her and said, I don't want to be with you. I don't love you again. The love has vanished. And I have been trying to show you signs that I don't want, but you don't see. When things like that happen, she was blinded by maybe his wealth. Yes, that can be a reason. I also think that she wanted to be married because she couldn't accept the fact that her younger sister was going to be married, but not her. And so she also wanted to be married, like me na me penini. And as women, we do it. It happens. Sometimes we even go to our friend's wedding when we are not married, and then we come back home and cry. Because as much as we are happy for them, we also wish that it was us. We also wish that, hey, if what about me? Why am I not getting married? And so when you get to that point, if care is not taken, any man who will come to you with the "I will marry you" sentence, you might be blinded by that. You might not consider other things. And so please and please again, the goal is to be happily married. The goal is not to be married. So if he tells you that I am not more interested, no matter I am no more interested, no matter how much you've invested, no matter how much time you've spent, my advice is that you take it as it is. You thank God that if not anything, he has been able to tell you today, than for you to have gone into the marriage and then he will not even tell you, but he'll start treating you anyhow. Good evening, Beatrice. He'll start treating you anyhow. So, please and please again, don't. Marriage will come. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is nice. But if it has not come, don't push it. You can pray. You can thank God. You can do everything you are supposed to. But make sure that this man that you are handing your life, your everything over to him to spend the rest. Ask yourself, can I live with this man for the rest of my life? There are a lot of ladies who are married that they want out, but because of what society will say, they are in and praying that their husbands will die. So my dear, I just wanted to come and encourage you, to remind you again that you are beautiful, you are amazing. Marriage will come. Exactly, they are married but not happy. Marriage will come. Marriage will definitely come. In his own time, God will do his own things beautifully. So don't use pregnancy to lure a man into marrying you. If in the relationship you guys have been talking about marriage, you know for sure that without even the pregnancy he was going to marry you, you were planning, both families are aware, you were happy, and then the pregnancy comes, that is okay. But if you've not discussed anything about marriage and then you get pregnant and then he said that because you've gotten pregnant, let me marry you, please ask him questions. Without this baby, were you going to marry me? Be sure. And let his actions also speak to you. Hold on. Wow. Be sure and let his actions speak to you before you decide to hand. Josephine, hi, welcome. Powerful YouTube number so people live now. Before you decide to hand your life, your everything to him as a wife. I'm going to pause here and then ask for your questions if you have any for me. Please, you can type in your questions in the comment section and then I'll try and answer. Yes, they are married and not happy. They just want to be Mrs. Yes, so I mean to am married, Miss Mawaribi. Yes, we what? A back play. Okay. Okay, so please give me your questions. Oh, gentlemen. Actual Pepe. If you have any question for me, Auntie, please, can I know the type of the types of love languages? Okay. So I think I have a video here on YouTube about love languages, but I'm going to explain it to you. So we have basically 4 types of love languages. We have the physical touch. So, okay. So if your love language is physical touch or your partner's love language is physical touch, that is when they are with you, they want to be closer, they want to always hold hands, they want to lie on your laps, they want to cuddle you, they want to... My husband's love language is physical touch, and so he really has a problem with it. Even when we sleep and then I decide to let distance come. He always wants you to be like you are all over him, he's all over you. That is the person who, when you are even in the kitchen and then you are cooking, he will just pass and then he will hit you like that. That is physical touch. The second love language is not in order, but okay, the second love language is words of affirmation. That is where the person wants to always hear, I love you, you look beautiful, compliments, and other things. So if you have someone whose love language is words of affirmation, and then you do everything for the person, but you don't remind the person from time to time that you love her, you don't remind the person from time to time that she looks beautiful, she will tell you that I don't feel loved. You don't love me because you don't tell me those things. The next love language is acts of service. That is when the person thinks that I have to show you, for instance, please, mommy, how then can a woman separate love from lust? Okay, let me finish answering this question. I have to show you that, Auntie, is it okay for a guy to say he's not a core type? I've talked about it several. Victoria, let me finish answering. Please let me finish answering these 3 questions and then you can send your next question. I don't want to miss any of the questions. So, if you are married to a guy whose love language is acts of service, that is the guy. I remember I was dating a guy. At that time, I was teaching. Before I come back from school, when he comes to visit, before I come back from work, this guy has cooked, he has cleaned, he has washed utensils. You come and he's in the kitchen washing dishes. To him, that is his love language. And then the next love language is gifts. That is when the person will always be showering you with gifts. So if you are dating someone or you are married someone whose love language is gifts, whenever the person coming from outside, you buy something for you. But when you want the person to help you with the dishes, you feel like no. And that is where people will say, you don't love me. That is if the other person is actually, you don't love me. Even when I'm doing something in the house, you don't help me. But to him, everything you want, I buy it for you. So why are you complaining? Why don't you feel loved? So it is always advisable that you look at what your partner, normally we want to speak our love language to. So if my love language is words of affirmation, I always want to be telling my husband that I love you, I love you, I love you. Meanwhile, that is okay with him, but he would rather prefer that we have that physical touch. So what is it that your partner has been complaining about more often? Pay attention to that. And if you can at least look at that, please do. Okay, so the next question is that, mommy, how then can a woman separate love from lust? So I also ask a question. Is it that you want to know that if you love the person or you lust the person? Or you want to know if the person loves you or the person lusts after you? So if you want to know if the person loves you, you realize that I have a lot of videos on my channel here about signs he loves you for real, signs he's not pretending. If you haven't watched those videos, please watch it. You will see that it's genuine. If it's lust, you realize that it's always about the intimacy. He always wants to talk about sex. If it's not sex, then nothing else. If he feels like having sex, he'll call you. And aside sex, there's nothing like a matured conversation between the two of you. The person doesn't make plans, discuss important things in his life with you. Your well-being is not really his concern. You are not his priority, but to him, it's about sex. Now, if you want to know if it is real love, normally lust is just a fling. It doesn't really keep long. That for the first 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, you feel like you have those butterflies and other things. But as time goes on, it's like the feeling will start leaving you just within a twinkling of an eye. That is when you know that whatever it is. And then when it has to do with lust too, it's like everything is giddy, 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 giddy. I want to see you. Let's do this. It's always about the physical intimacy. Yes, so you have to pay attention to that. But when it's love, love is an action word. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love, 1 Corinthians 13. Let's look at how the Bible describes 1 Corinthians 13. That way you can know if this is really love. So 1 Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. You can't tell me you love me and then you are always disrespecting me. It does not demand its own. It is not selfish. It always thinks about how I'm going to contribute to make your life better. And then it is not irritable. It keeps no record of wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins. Love never gives up, never loses faith. It's always hopeful and endures through every circumstances. So that is love for you. Now, our sister asked, what if he says he's not a core type? So a lady sent me a question, I think yesterday or last 3 days, a chat that he had with a guy that they are just doing, they are on the talking stage. And this guy said that I don't like calls. It is just text. And after 8 p.m., I don't pick calls. I don't want to talk. And the lady was trying to make him understand that. But what if you are going out with a person? If you personally, I don't pick calls after 9 p.m. If I don't have a personal relationship with you, it's either my family or my husband or my kids. But if it's any other thing, I don't pick calls after 9 p.m. unless it's an emergency. Even that, I should know that it is an emergency. That is why you are calling. Whatever it is, I don't pick calls after 9 p.m. because I believe that Adesana Asemasa. And then I also believe that at least during that time, it is a family time. And so every other thing should be put on hold. Whatever that you wanted to discuss with me, I am sure that that thing can wait till the following morning. So that is me. But when he says that I don't like calls at all, it's only messages. Now that the internet is down, how are you guys going to communicate? If a guy tells you that he has told you who he is, what he wants, how he wants his things to be done, it is up to you to decide whether you can cope with that or not. And so the fact that you want a relationship, the fact that you love him and want to be with him doesn't necessarily mean that you should be with him. If you think that you also want calls, your love language is words of affirmation. And so when he doesn't talk to you and tell you sweet things and tell you those things, you are not loved. It is better you make a decision for yourself than to say, I've complained. If he would listen, he would have listened. If you would do something about it, so there are many instances where someone will be with someone, and then this person will complain about one particular thing you see he's not doing. For 10 years, he will not do. But I saw a video today on YouTube Shorts. And this lady said that her brother has gotten married and she's happy for her brother and she congratulates her brother. But her brother was dating a lady for 10 years, didn't marry her. This lady will ask her brother to do things for her and he will not do it. But he met this lady that he married for 7 months and Aja Wembisa. So you have to make a decision for yourself. Now, the person has told you that I'm not a call type. That is why I say that if in every relationship, you should talk. He has made you like I am not the call type. So if you decide that even though he has told me he's not the call type, I will still hold on and hope that he changes, which you are not sure that he will change, then you have to make a decision for yourself. Is this something that you can deal with for the rest of your life? Okay, Auntie, please, what about when your partner wants you to give birth before he marries you? What is the guarantee? What is his reason? What is the guarantee that even after giving birth, he will marry you? What is the guarantee that his priority is not on the child? What is the guarantee that you would even get pregnant? Pregnancy is not something like you go to the market or you go and buy it. No. Personally, I think that the right thing should be done. If you want to marry me, you marry me. Children are gifts from God. So does it mean that he doesn't believe that you would have kids? He doesn't believe that you have kids. You can start with if he really wants to marry, you can start with all the arrangements, everything, and then maybe about 2-3 months to the wedding, you can be intentional about trying to get pregnant. But me, that is me. You can decide to go on or not. But me, if you tell me that I should get pregnant before you marry me, you are giving me a prerequisite that if I don't do this, you won't do that. I am not going to be happy with that. Okay, so when a guy tells you, okay, Auntie, please, okay. When a guy tells you he has fallen out of love with you, should you still pursue him and try to save the relationship? You can give yourself time. Okay, I'm giving myself about 3 months. And see if the way you fell, you rise again. If after 3 months, the things are still the same, you advise yourself. Or you can decide to, but don't push it like, it's like, okay, then try and win me back. Come on, it is he who finds a wife, finds a good thing. You have to find me. You have to win me. Men are chasers. And so I can't be giving you everything, my life, my love, my time, my energy, and then you tell me you're falling out of love, and then you tell me again that I should. Anyway, let's continue. My advice is that give yourself time. And is it good for a guy to marry a lady who is older than him with 2 years interval? I think I've answered this question times without number. It depends on two things. Can the lady respect the guy even though she's older than him? And it also has to do with if the lady's educational background is higher than the guy. Can she submit to him, put herself under the authority of that man? Is the guy secured enough? Because sometimes even when you're having discussions and then the lady tells, oh, I think we should do this, some guys will go like, and because you are older than me, you want to dictate for me, you want to tell me what I have to do. Is he secured enough? If these two things are sorted out, to me, age is it's a matter of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. If both of you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Okay. Majimi too. Thank you so much. If you're on this live, thank you. I have 13 people on the live and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And then since TikTok is the network is not allowing us to be on TikTok, I think I'll be posting more shorts on YouTube. And YouTube also have shorts that you can view just like TikTok. So please subscribe and then click on the notification button so that anytime I post a short or a long content, you'll be able to see, because you know that this channel will learn a lot. And I love you so much. Those of you who have already subscribed, I love you. And I thank you so much for the love and everything you have been doing for me. I'm still waiting for your questions. Other than that, I would have to end the live. And family, I love you. Like, you guys are amazing. You know the thing. Someone money. Hey. Network, and even when the network is down, you guys are keeping the fan page like, gosh. Anyway, please, any question in the absence of, if you don't have any question for me, I'll also urge you to share my channel with your family and friends. Please drive traffic to this channel. You can't be selfish. You can't be enjoying all the goodies on this channel alone. Kindly drive. Auntie Akua, thanks for tonight. Important message. Thank you too, Kojoyeboa. Thank you, boss. Thank you. Don't forget that you can't pray a man or a woman to love you. Let the thing be natural. Okay. In the absence of any question, I will end here. Seven months. Michelle, make a cow. You want me to counsel some lady before me? Counsel her yourself. This ejuma will quite encourage. Ebusanfo, yeah, the basic has say, I'll see you later. Please subscribe to that channel if you haven't done that. And Nana K, in my situations, I'm working so hard to save the relationship, and I feel he's relaxed, as if he wants me to win him over, and he's not doing anything to save the relationship. Do you have that energy, Candy? Do you have that energy? How long have you been trying? And sometimes it becomes stressful. Nana K, coach. Hey, Nana K, it's who didn't coach your boy. They would do. Okay, I'm paying you for you. Well, and then that's how you later on, I'm a boy. Candy, like, do you have that energy? Because it takes two to tango. And relationship is two. And it's so relaxing and amazing and loving when two people are in it and two people want to be in it and two people are working on it. I personally believe that marriage is not 50-50. Marriage is 100-100. I bring my all. Faculty, I miss you. Josephine, wait. Tell I'm saying names. So faculty, I miss you. Faculty, I miss you. I miss you so much. I am bringing my all. You are also bringing your all. So, sweetheart, anyway, go as much as you can. But if you think you are stressed and it's frustrating, my advice is that, although, anyway, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Wow. So, Nana K is here, faculty is here, Stephen for the Ofanasam Konoa, Candy Boatin is here, Claudia is here, Victoria Ponsim is here, Bright Akpese is here, Antoinette Kofi is here. Josephine, okay. Anastasia Yeboah is here. Beatrice is here. Miriam Apreku is here. Mausi is here. Sakina Brago is also here. Wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. At least giving me 40 minutes of your time is amazing. I think that Jemima Aloro, Jemima, hi. I think that this is something that we can do from time to time. Anna, is it something we can do from time to time? And I say, let me know. Let me know. Do you want me to be coming? I'm not sure I'll be going on TikTok live again. I'll come here because I had a it's at least a bear and I can do that and do this one too. Thank you guys. Me jam ho, but me pese be jam ho, but me jam ho until most day. Nanaya. Oh, okay, Yamesa. Hey, Nanaya, Dubai Boga, so Yantin and can be more. When she came to Ghana, that's all. Her numbers are not going through. She called me that she was in Ghana. She sent me a message that she was in Ghana, and that is it. Martin and Kabi. Okay, so guys, don't leave now. Nanake, what should I do for you again? I've already finished what I want. Obaya, yes, Obaya. Obaya. Nanake, what should I tell you again? I've already told you what I came to. What should I tell you again? I'm going. Mama, bye. Hello, guys. Bye bye. Hey, Nadia no cry. Me free so he. And yes, I'm no okay.